so the first drawer I need to go through is my base drawer, foundations, primers, concealers, powders. This drawer is an actual disaster. It's just too filled, too much stuff that I'm just not using regularly. So let's start with this drawer. It's actually not sitting in the drawer. It's my collab powder. Does this have a specific name? It's the Set the Stage Soft Focus Translucent Powder that's sitting on my desk, and I use that a lot, so that's definitely not getting decluttered. This is something I'm definitely decluttering. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I just don't use this. I don't like the greasy feel it puts on my face, so this is definitely getting decluttered. Next, we have the Revolution Stick Foundation. This is just not a good shade for me. It's not my regular shade, and it's not my self-tan shade, so I'm just going to donate it to a friend that would match better. Let's see here. I'm going to donate the Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup Foundation. It just doesn't last on me very well. I like the initial look. I like the coverage. It just, after maybe 4 hours, it's already wearing off pretty badly. As you can see, I've used a lot. It's a good, quick, easy makeup, but I find myself never really wearing my makeup for only like 4 hours, so that's going to get decluttered. This, I know I have another shade. Where is it? Ah, right here. I really dislike the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. I have these shades Shell Ivory and Soft Ivory. It's just greasy. It separates so quickly, and it doesn't last at all, whether you powder it, prime, nothing. Like, I really don't like this foundation and would not recommend it. Something I am going to keep is my Jaclyn Hill Brighten Up Luminous Powder. I love this powder to set my face. I am oily, so I always set with powder, but I hate sometimes having a super matte look, and this gives me like a nice satin finish to the face, so I will keep that for sure. This I'll get rid of. It's just super old. It's the BH Cosmetics Liquid Foundation, and I had it in the shade, I don't even know what shade it's in. It's not written here anywhere, but it was okay. It was good. I liked it. As you can tell, it's pretty used up. It's so thick on me now that I just dislike the cakey look it gives me, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Definitely keeping my IT Cosmetics CC Cream, one of my holy grails, and so is my Dose of Colors foundation. I have the IT Cosmetics in Fair and the Dose of Colors in 111. Love those two products. Something I'm also keeping is the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder. This is in the shade Ivory. It's just a good powder I love to set my under eyes with, so definitely keeping that. A drugstore favorite, I love this foundation. It's the Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation. I have it in nude. So good. It lasts long for being a glowy foundation, even on my oily to combo skin, and I absolutely adore the finish, so I'm definitely keeping that. I have the Milani concealer. It's almost done, so I'm just going to finish it up. I probably might repurchase it after, but I have other concealers I like just as much. e.l.f. Camo keeping, ColourPop Pretty Fresh keeping. The ColourPop one's pretty new to me, so I don't have any thoughts really yet. One of my favorites that I actually just recently discovered, I have it in the shade Almond, is the Too Faced Born This Way. I'm obsessed with this concealer. I've always wanted it, and I just couldn't get myself to pay for it. But I did, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I've been even using it as foundation. I'm obsessed. The I Heart Revolution Peach Baking Powder. I'm still testing it. I'm not sure if it's my super favorite, but it's been okay so far. So I'll keep that for now. I have the Revolution Pro Prime and Hydrate Primer. I don't think this does anything for me. I'd rather just wear a nice moisturizer than to put on an extra primer that doesn't really do much. So that's going to get decluttered. I have, let's see, the Cover FX Power Play Foundation in the shade N20. This is so good, but it's so old. I bought this like a while ago, and it just, now it looks cakey on me. I don't know if it's because it's old or it's because I just changed my preference, but I might repurchase in the future because I remember loving this, but for now, this is getting decluttered. It's not a favorite anymore. I'm going to also get rid of the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. I have this actually in a super dark shade, if you can't tell. It's in the shade Tan. I use this when I'm self-tan in the summer or to mix with foundations, but it's so thick now, and I think it's just getting, I don't know if it's old or if it's, I don't remember being super thick like it is now, but it's just not my favorite, so definitely getting rid of that. Same goes with the NARS Velvet Matte Skin Tint. I actually love this formula, and I have it in a dark shade for when I'm self-tanned as well. I'm almost empty, and it's just been old, and I don't know, I just don't find myself reaching for it, and I think I need to get a better shade match, so I would repurchase that, just not anytime soon. I have my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Medium Light. This is my self-tan concealer. As you can see, it's a little darker than me, so I'm definitely keeping this because it's my only darker concealer. Same goes with this foundation. Now this is my only darker foundation. This is the Makeup Forever foundation. I will save this for the summer. I have the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I don't know how I feel about this still. I have acne spots and acne and scars on my face, and I feel like I like the look. If I would like it more if I didn't have as much scarring or as much pigmentation on my skin, I think I'll keep it for now to keep testing it, but I'm not sure if I will 100% keep it. I have a Baby Minute Benefit Professional. I don't really like Professional that much, so I'm just going to declutter this. I was saving it for travel, but if I don't like it, why would I want to use it on like a vacation? Oh, great, something spilled. I have this AOA Buildable Satin Foundation. This foundation is like $1.88, and it's actually super nice, so I'm definitely keeping this. It's on the Shop Bisset website. I'm keeping my Flower Beauty Light Illusion Perfecting Powder. I've hit pan. I love this powder. It's a good powder to set your all over face with. This is the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot Super Translucent Mattifying Powder. I have so little left, so part of me just wants to finish it, but then I don't really reach for it, so I kind of want to just declutter it. But I think I'll keep it for now just to see if I can finish it. If I don't finish it soon, then I'll just end up decluttering it. I have the Revolution Fast Base Concealer in C1. I love this concealer for like light makeup days, so I'll keep that as well. I have the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. I love this foundation, but I think this color is just way too pink for me. I just look really weird when I have it on. It doesn't match my skin very well, even though it's like the right shade, just I think the wrong undertone. So I'll donate this for now to a friend. I will probably repurchase it in the correct shade because it's a really good drugstore foundation. This Wet n Wild Water Drop Primer, I feel like it does nothing. I feel like it's just an extra layer that's not even actually that moisturizing. So I think I'm just going to get rid of this. It's just doesn't do much for me, so definitely gonna donate that to a friend as well. I have the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I use this primer all the time, and I love this primer. It is so good to blur out pores. I got it, I think, in a BoxyCharm, and I would consider repurchasing it once it's empty because I think it's such a good primer. Next, I have the AOA BB Cream. This just is really greasy. It doesn't do much for my skin, so I'm definitely going to get rid of this. I wouldn't recommend it even for the $1, the $2 that it is. This is new to me. This is the Halo Glow Setting Powder in the shade, I think it's light. Yes, light. And it's the new setting powder from e.l.f. And so far, I've really been liking it. It doesn't give you like a super matte, flat look. And I think it's very flattering. So I'll keep that for now as well. I love my NYX Pro Foundation Mixer. I love it when my foundations are a little too dark, or I don't really want to mix two foundations because I like the formula of the one by itself. And this is good to mix with because I don't find that it alters the formula much. I have the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I like the formula. I think this shade is just a bit too light for me. I ordered 4N. I think I probably need like the 6 or the 7 shade instead. I'm going to keep trying this, see if it's still too light. I'll give it to a friend that's lighter than me and definitely repurchase though because I love the formula of that. I love the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation, so I'm definitely keeping that. I have the Catrice HD Liquid. This is in the shade 30. This is a little dark for me, but I do have another shade of it. Right here. In the shade 20, so sometimes I mix them. Oh, this is so gross. It's covered in foundation. I'll have to clean that before I put it back. But I love this foundation. It covers well. It lasts really long. And I just usually either mix the shades, or if I need another foundation that needs more coverage, I'll mix those two with it. Oh my god, I have so much foundation on my hands. I have the Too Faced Do You Full Coverage Foundation. I love the look of this foundation. It's full coverage and dewy, but the color's a little off. I think I'm going to keep trying it, see if I mix it with something else, if it'll stay a good color for me. If not, I will consider repurchasing it, but for now it's staying. I have the Kylie Jenner concealer and the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo. I like both of these, so these are both staying. I have the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer, and this is, I think, just this is the matte finish, and so far so good. Sometimes I feel like some foundations break apart with it, but maybe I've just been putting too much or too little. I'm still testing that. I just got it recently. I have the Touch and Soul Glassy Skin Balm, that's what it's called, and it's just like a pretty much thick moisturizer that gives your skin like a super glowy glassy look, so I'm definitely gonna keep that for now. I'm still testing it. I have this Makeup Revolution Loose Translucent Powder. I really don't like this powder. The powder just looks cakey. When you try to put it on with a sponge, it gets stuck in spots, and then you have like white spots all over your face. It's just not a very good powder, and the packaging is super messy, even though it's pretty. I feel like maybe translucent is just too white or it's too flashbacky for me. I really dislike this powder for now. I think I might try a different shade, but I have other powders I like so much that I'm not seeking something new. I have a mini of the Fenty Pro Filter and a mini of the Laura Mercier Translucent Glowy Powder. I'll keep them since they're minis and I haven't really tested them. I have a mini of the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. Keep this for now since it came in an order. I'll just try it, see if I like it. I have 2 of the NARS Complete Matte Concealers. This one's in Custard and Chantilly. I have a darker shade and a lighter shade. I like to mix them sometimes, or when I'm wearing no foundation, I'll mix them to cover up my pimples, and I think they're very good for that. I have the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizer Primer. I feel like this is glowy, but it's not pore filling, or it doesn't hide my pores like it advertises to. So I don't like it that much. It came in a boxy charm. I gave it a few tries. I think I'm just going to donate it because it's just not very good. I have the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I forgot I even had this, but I do like it, and I'm going to leave it since I don't have too many concealers. I think I can squeeze one more into my collection. I have the Becca Evermatte Poreless Perfecting Primer. I don't think this is the best on pores, but when I know I need to stay matte, this will keep me matte for so long. So I'm definitely keeping that for now. And this is a good drugstore option for a mattifying primer. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock, and I think it's really good. It is mattifying, and it's super nice. So I'm going to keep that as well for now. I have the Milani Soft Focus Glow Complexion Enhancer in 1. I don't know how I feel about this. I haven't used it in a long time. It has super nice packaging. I think I'm going to keep it, test it, and if I want to get rid of it, I probably will do a declutter with it. But I'm not 100% sure. I love glowy products, but I don't remember being wowed by this. I have the No Poreblem Primer from Touch in Soul. I love this primer. So good for your pores. Definitely keeping this. I have the e.l.f. Mix to Match Adjuster. I guess it's a darkening shade. There's no name on it, but I'm keeping this. I do enjoy this product. I have the Ciate Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder. I like this powder. It came in, I think, in a boxy charm, and it's super good. Definitely keeping that. I have the Urban Decay Velvetizer. This is supposed to be a mixing medium. I do mix with foundation sometimes to make them like a more thicker, more coverage foundation, or I'll just set my face with it. I really like it, but I don't think I'd repurchase it once I run out. I have the Pretty Vulgar Concealer. It's a little dark for me now. I think it's like slightly darker than my actual skin tone. Or it might match me like almost about. So I haven't even tested it yet. I'm going to keep it, see if I like it. Maybe it'll be a good concealer when I get a little bit of a tan. Since it matches my skin tone, it could be a little bit more brightening. I have the Makeup Obsession Mixer and Whitening. My NYX one is running low, so I'm going to keep this because I'm going to need a lightener. I have the Dior Forever 3N. This is even a color that would match me. Yeah, that looks kind of dark. Might keep it maybe to test in the summer when I have a self-tan. I'll keep for now, and if I end up decluttering it, it's just a sample, so it doesn't really take up much space anyway. I have the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. I'm scared of using face oils during the day when I wear my makeup, so I'm going to see if I keep this. I might not. But I'm going to test it, and then if I change my mind, I'll declutter it. If not, I'll see if I want to keep it. And I have the Milani Prep Set and Glow Translucent Powder. It's an illuminating powder, and I love this from the drugstore. As you can tell, I used it a lot. And it's definitely one that I kind of forgot about, and I want to get back into. And I think I just have 2 more products. This is the Shiseido foundation, which I think blew up. So I'm just going to throw it away. I definitely want to try that foundation. And then I have the NYX Color Correcting Concealer Palette. My friend gifted this to me, and I love this for under the eyes. So good. And I use it sometimes for my acne, and I've used this as a cream bronzer sometimes, and I'm going to keep it. It is a really good palette from the drugstore. And my last complexion product is the L'Oreal Infallible Glow Lock Illuminating Primer. I don't remember being wowed by this. I think I might declutter it. I don't remember. Yeah, I have products that do something similar, and it just doesn't feel like much once I put a foundation on top of it. So I think this is something I will declutter. And now I'm going to clean out this drawer because it looks like a disaster. Okay, this is everything I'm keeping. I feel like the drawer still looks a little unorganized. I just need to get an organizer for everything, but there's so much more space. And there's not so much stuff laying on top of each other, and I can actually see what's in this drawer now. So I'm super happy with the results. Now I'm going to count up how much I've decluttered. So it looks like I decluttered 17 products. This thing is so full of stuff already. It's such a small box from Amazon, but I'm super happy with getting rid of 17 products. I know that these can either get better homes, or maybe someone else will find use for them, even for the products I don't like. So I'm super happy with how the clutter went. So thank you guys so much for watching my base products declutter.